Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? It's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again.
Azealia Banks just got her lick back with Lil Nas X after he was seen walking in the streets naked and high as a kite. Azealia has never hidden her hatred for Lil Nas, but if you needed confirmation that she really hated him then, baby, this is the one. She dragged him for being a substance addict and even went as far as claiming he is broke and homeless. Word on the street is that his label is even about to drop him. They spent millions making him the biggest artist in the world at one point, but have barely made anything back. His music ain't selling no more, and he reportedly occupies himself with substances and freak-off parties. I mean, just a few days ago, he posted this photo of him on his way to a party, dressed like a gay escort in a Tyler Perry movie. Now, in case you're wondering why Azealia is kicking Lil Nas when he's already down, well, it's because they got into it a couple of times, and trust, Lil Nas wasn't very nice either. In fact, during their Lil exchange, she dropped the tea about him doing, but at the time, folks thought she was using it as a clapback. I know his heart skipped a beat when she called him out for his addiction. So what happened was, Azealia got on her usual BS and decided to attack him unprovoked by calling him a flop. She tweeted, "Lil Nas X really fell off so hard. El Manfao, that little C-rag, swore she was the T, but has no bars." Lil Nas didn't let this slide, and he clapped back in this nasty tweet that read, "Azealia, I could never make a hit song again, and you would still never in your bussy soap selling chicken sacrificing, botched body-hating tale, miserable life reach a 10th of my success. Love your music, by the way." He later backtracked and made another tweet sending Azealia love but baby. She was on a different kind of time and continued dragging him through filth. He tweeted, "Sending you love, Azealia. Wishing you nothing but guidance and clarity. I want you to chase your dreams. Get on your ish. It's the best time period in music for your art to thrive. I don't care what you say about me. I want to see you win and shine your light. You can drop this internet bully act at any time. Your fans love you. We love you." But as I said, Azealia didn't care about none of that. She responded to this and dragged his tail some more, and she said, where are your bars? And we are not going to use patronization to circumvent the topic here. The topic is that you cannot rap, son. Lil Nas X, you're a terrible lyricist with pedestrian musical sensibilities. We need to come to a consensus on where your talent is. Fine, we can agree that you're a little piece of eye candy for these desperate old white homos in fashion. But where is your music, B? As if all this wasn't bad enough, she went in on him again a few months after this, and this time she accused him of being a head. Basically, he had posted a video of him at the hospital with half his face paralyzed. Azealia decided to be messy once again by replying to the video with this tweet that said, "Y'all better stop sniffing them." At the time, no one took her seriously, but now we know for sure that this man was in fact on, and the possibility of it triggering a pre-existing health condition he had is not too far off. In fact, his substance addiction is the exact reason why he's currently in the news. Someone from his team decided to take a video of him as he was walking in the streets in his underwear and sent it to TMZ. In the video, he was clearly high on something and acting the absolute fool. According to TMZ, multiple people reported the incident, and within minutes, the LAPD got involved. Nas then charged at the officers when they tried to subdue him. It's bad enough that he was walking around in his underwear high as hell, but to charge at the officers for doing their job is crazy. He was later treated for an OD at the hospital and then thrown in jail. As if all this isn't bad enough, word on the street is that Azealia is going around behind the scenes telling people that Nas is broke and homeless. Apparently, she said he has been broke for a while now, and that most of the houses we see him posed up in are either apartments his label got him or Airbnb. To make matters even worse, the YouTuber Storm Monroe also stepped into the chat and confirmed everything Azealia was saying. He said Nas has been broke and homeless since he dropped her Firmer tea. According to him, his label has stopped paying his expenses because they get absolutely nothing back for it. He even went as far as saying that Lil Nas isn't just rich people broke, he is regular folks broke. As in, he is out here maxing out his credit cards just to pay for Airbnbs and sometimes even getting kicked out of them.
This is not the first time this has happened for Lil Nas X. From what I have been told, Lil Nas X has gotten very, very high multiple times before and stripped in the streets. Like this time he had drawers on, he had his little panties on, his tidy whities with no streaks. So he do got good hygiene. Although he is a bottom, so I would expect a bottom to have good hygiene unless they're like a painter, but I don't think Lil Nas X is a painter. I would see I Show Speed as a painter, but not Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying too? But that being said, this is not his first time doing that. This is a common occurrence. They just so happen to have gotten this on film and sent it into the blogs. The people that were filming him were a part of his team. Like, this was leaked to the media on purpose. You understand? Like, the people, the person he was pointing at holding the phone, like, give me your phone. Give me your, like, he knew who that was. Okay? Be very clear. That's not a random fan that just saw him down the street strutting. Because if you notice, when you look at the street is empty. Nobody's out there. So he had enough sense to take his out to an empty street where nobody would see him. But his team leaked that shit. Okay, now, like I said, this is not his first time doing that, but normally when he likes to go out and strut his shit outside in public, he's so he had clothes on this time. Now, moving right along from there, why is he wigging out like this? Is this the Illuminati? Is this MK Ultra mind control? Baby, this ain't none of that. What I've been told is that Lil Nas X is broke. His music label ain't paying no attention to him, and he may eventually be dropped here pretty soon. Here's the thing, right? Lil Nas X has been struggling for money ever since he changed management teams some years ago. If you remember, he came into the game and he was like, you know, Old Town Country Road, and he was country. By the way, Montero, had you remained country and just held on to this for the last, what, 6-7 years or whatever, however long it's been that you've been famous, by now your could have been.
Storm also confirmed the rumors about Nas being forced to be gay just to make it in the industry. He said they forced him to do all those extravagant gay things, and in exchange, he'll get everything. Basically, he sold his soul.
Now, from what I've been told, he wasn't really gay. He not became gay, but he plays gay as a part of his image because he feels like that's gonna sell. And then, of course, the whole industry is secretly gay anyway. About 90% is of what I would call fluid and or gay for pay. But
the musicians are just hired hands. They're not really in the know about what's going on. A friend of mine who plays drums for a very, 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 very well-known artist was on the set of a Lil Nas X video or whatever it was a while ago. In between takes, he said this kid was shriveling up in the corner. He went over to him and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And he was like, "I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't want to do this anymore." Next thing you know, he saw the label people hovering over him, telling him, "You better gay that shit up more." Right after that, my friend took his entire band and left the set. He said, "We're not doing this." They tried blacklisting him. He still plays for that big main artist, but he lost a lot of clients, and they tried to destroy his life because he took his...
He needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him, and they said he was never gay.
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact, like, what he doing is because... like, they told him, like, you gotta do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name.
One person said he has sold his soul to the entertainment industry and alcohol will not save him. He has allowed himself to be exploited, and in the end, you can't do everything for money and fame, and he is finding out the hard way. It's sad. Another person said, well, this checks out because the way he was worshiping the devil, the real God had to humble him in every way. Jesus is king. Don't ever play with God. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Azealia using this mess to clown Lil Nas? And don't really believe that he's broke and homeless? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.